गपारू करते स्यो नखरा चल जाऊं बाजारी चल गपारू आयली ही हिरो कर बाजारची तयारी सरकाची टोपली माथ्यावर घेऊन चिकूजा बाजारी
What happened? Only I can whistle. Can I hear some whistles on this side? Superb. Ladies and gentlemen, they've taken a lot of pains. All of these skits, all of these dances that you saw this evening are the work of RNS Group Barsova. Let's give them a really special round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, we've seen all these wonderful dances and everything, and we've spoken about villages and bells and homes and the one thing we need to talk about, the one thing that we've not touched upon thus far is East Indian attire, okay? East Indian attire. Now, obviously, there were different kinds of things that they wore, Among the men, there was no change in dress at the time of their baptism, for their traditional dress was suited to their occupation. Okay? Besides, there's no such thing as Christian clothing. So the women of all the social groups, with the exception of the Kolis, wear a sari with small checks and 2 borders. I think my outfit is inspired from one of these saris made by James. You like my outfit? Yeah. You do, huh? Okay, you're going to see some really cool outfits coming up shortly. So, the Samvedis wear a deep red, while the Bandharis were green. The manner of draping the sari and the length to which it is allowed to fall depends on the occupational group to which one belonged. Strangely, the end of the sari is not used to cover the head, as it is customary among our fellow Indians. Instead, the head and the entire body is covered by the vole. When a woman goes to church, the vole is a large white sheet that reaches the ankles and has a puffed effect behind. That must be the vole. Okay? East Indian women dressed in the 9 yards costly sara. These saris were used only on special occasions and in celebrations. I would imagine we're talking about the ones in the center. East Indian fishermen or coolies dressed in banyan sleeveless jacket and colored waistcoat called the loins instead of trousers. That's hip, isn't it? It's really hip. So that's a little about all of these traditional East Indian fashions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at that moment of the evening that I'm sure a lot of you guys are waiting for. We're now ready to showcase to you some wonderful fashion that is inspired by East Indian fabrics and garments. This unique fashion presentation is conceived and created by our very own East Indian James Ferreira. Let's hear it for him. And there's really nobody better qualified to do a fashion show of this nature, because James is East Indian. He comes from great EI stock. His father, Owen Ferreira, was a hockey Olympian, born and raised in an East Indian precinct of Kotachiwadi, Girgaon. James's home is a treasure trove and is often a stop on an international tourist map in Bombay. There are tourists that actually go on guided tours into Jimmy's home. Okay? Jimmy was among the first original designers in the country, and he has been practicing his craft since 1976. That is 40 years, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long time. He has designed for top brands like Raymond, Vimal, Bombay Dyeing, Garden Varelli, and many more, as also for Bollywood films like Shahanshah and Disco Dancer. James is now taking fashion into interior parts of the country and teaches fashion at fashion institutes in Indore, Pune, and Hyderabad. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now give a huge Bandra Gymkhana welcome. A round of applause to James Ferreira. Come on. So let me now straight away move into a little bit about the fashion presentation that you're going to see. The unique thing about the presentation coming up is that you will see homegrown talent on stage. The models on the ramp tonight are our very own Gymkhana children, okay? Not just youth and young adults, but also our cutest little tiny tots. They're doing a segment themselves, and you're going to love that. Our cutest little tiny tots that'll blow you away with their confidence and style. So, are we ready now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's begin our first segment. This line is inspired and created by James from East Indian Nawari saris, also called Lugda. You know, actually, I know a lot about these saris because both my grandmothers used to wear them. You know, and they looked ever so pretty when they wore these saris. This East Indian fashion line is interspersed with a high street line featuring denim.
There's something evolving. Whatever may come, the world keeps revolving. They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating. The newspapers shout, a new style is growing, but it don't know if it's coming or going. There is fashion, there is fact. Some is good, some is bad. And the joke is rather sad, that it's all just a little bit of history repeating. And I've seen it before, and I'll see it again. Yes, I've seen it before. Just little bits of history repeating. Some people won't dance if they don't know who's singing. Why ask your head? It's your hips that are swinging. Life's for us to enjoy. Woman, man, girl and boy, feel the pain, feel the joy, and sidestep the little bits of history repeating. Just little bits of history repeating. And I've seen it before, and I'll see it again. Yes, I've seen it before. Just little bits of history repeating.
चैत फुलवेची रात आज आली या वरात धड धड काळ जात माझ्या माईना कधी कवा कुठं कसं जीव झाला येडा पिसा त्याचा नाही भरवसा तोल राहीना राखली ती मर्जी तुमच्याच वडीनं मी आले फिरतीच्या या रंगी राया चिंबोली मी झाले राया सोडात तरी काळ येळ नाही बरी पुन्हा भेटू कवा तरी साजना मला जाऊ द्या न घरी
वाजले ती बारा
मला जाऊ द्या न घरी
वाजले ती बारा
मला जाऊ द्या न घरी
वाजले ती बारा
मला जाऊ द्या न घरी
वाजले ती बारा एकच पैशाचा मग पिता काय करता दाजी हिला भेटला की येत्या बाजारी हे सहाची बी गाडी गेली नवाची बी गेली आता बाराची गाडी निघाली हिला जाऊ द्या ना घरी
आता वाजले की बरं मला जाऊ द्या न घरी
Let's hear it from models, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Eastern and Denim line, ladies and gentlemen. The makeup, ladies and gentlemen, for today's show is done by our Gymkhana member and professional makeup artist, Priya Gonsalves, who is assisted by Neeti Goenka. Priya's career is blooming, and she conducts personal and makeup workshops for students and aspirants in the business and beyond. We're now ready for our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, and hold your breaths. This one's going to blow you away, like I told you earlier. This next sequence features our cute little tiny tots, who are children of our members. This sequence is choreographed by our very own Mirel Drago Prabhu.
Well, I feel just like a child. Yeah, I feel just like a child. Well, I feel just like a child. Well, I feel just like a child. From my womb to my tomb, I guess I'll always be a child. Well, some people try and treat me like a man. Yeah, some people try and treat me like a man. Well, I guess they just don't understand. Yeah, some people try and treat me like a man. They think I know shit, but that's just it. I'm a child. Well, I need you to tell me what to wear. Yeah, I need you to help me comb my hair. Yeah, I need you to help me tie my shoes. Yeah, I need you to come keep me amused. From my cave to my grave, I guess I'll always be a child. Well, I need you to help me reach the door. And I need you to walk me to the store. And I need you to please explain the war. And I need you to heal me when I'm sore. You can tell by my smile that I'm a child. And I need you to sit me on your lap. And I need you to make me take my nap. Could you first pull out a book and read me some of that? 'Cause I need you to make me take my nap. And I need you to recognize my friends. 'Cause they're there even though you don't see them. They got their own chair, a plate, and a seat. You know I won't touch my food unless they eat. From the roof to the floor, I crawl around some more. I'm a child. And I need you to help me blow my nose. And I need you to help me count my toes. And I need you to help me put on my clothes. And I need you to hide it where it shows.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear the hugest round of applause for our lovely little tiny tots. Thank you very much.
Care for a key loyal to the T. No money won't buy in my society. In my society, I am solitary, not alone. Looking for a little place, nothing more than home. In my society, I am solitary, not alone. Looking for a little place, nothing more than home. Ooh, 69 was like duty free. Little walk alone in my society.
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when in need. Want some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. Ain't I clean, bad machine, super cool, super mean, feeling good for the man, super fly, here I stand, secret stash, heavy bread, baddest bitches in the bed. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. Silent life of crime. A man of odd circumstance, a victim of ghetto demands. Feed me money for style, and I'll let you trip for a while. Insecure from the past.
Can I have those ramp? And can I have some music while I just do my bit? No. Yeah, baby. Come on, capture me, come on. Yeah. That's right. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we carry on, I want you guys to give these guys a big round of applause here. I mean, this is homegrown. You never know. You're watching fashion. All those men must be watching fashion TV late at night. You know, just be careful. I'm telling you, don't get influenced by all these things. But I'm telling you, one of these girls is going to be on the ramp walks of Paris and Milan soon enough. What do you think, huh? I'm already getting there. I don't know about. Anyway, listen. I must extend a very, very warm and hearty welcome on behalf of all the trustees and the managing committee of our Gymkhana to our MLA. I believe Ashish Shelar is here with us. Let's extend a... Oh, gone. Oh, okay. But let's give him a round of applause. I believe he came here for a little while. Let's also welcome our former MLA, good friend of all of us, Baba Siddiqui. And of course, let's welcome our two councillors for this area, Karen DeMello and the ever smiling, ever hardworking Asif Zakaria. Promise we won't make you walk the ramp. Baba, you will qualify. Baba will qualify. Cornell. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our final segment. But before we do that, I think it's only appropriate that we introduce our models, all of whom, as I mentioned earlier, are members of the Gymkhana. So I'm going to ask you all to keep the applause going as I call out all their names in no particular order. Let's hear it for Ashita, Chelsea, Danny, Sheena, Shania, Malaika, Komal, Shanice, Candice. Come on, more applause. Amanda, Kiyomi, Cheryl, Liam, Sanford, Rylan, Craig, Robin, and Dwayne. Have I got everybody? If I have forgotten someone, just let me know. I'll announce their name later. Okay? Now. This is a special one for me. How many of you know our showstopper? You know who the showstopper is in the show, right? How many of you know who our showstopper was today? Marian Rao. Ladies and gentlemen, very own Bandra girl, Gymkhana member, and, hold your breath, a former Miss India. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the gorgeous, stylish, multi-talented, graceful, and my dear friend, Marian Rao. Marian's makeup, by the way, just Marian's makeup was done by the very famous stylist and makeup guru, also a dear friend of mine, Corey Walia. Let's hear it for Corey Walia. Now, I have to spend some time talking about, you know, this person who's at the moment backstage, or like, you know, she's not in the spotlight. Is that that's my mic. Oh, they're serving Kimad. How about a glass for the compere? I can say cheers, no? Nikki, come on. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Now the celebration is complete. Cheers, guys, cheers. Roger, cheers. Air Vice Marshal, cheers. Thank you for being here.